Search volume is dropping, not for everything, not everywhere, but if you are running a Shopify store and you are watching your organic traffic numbers, you have probably seen it. The curve is bending down, and the instinct is to blame an algorithm update. Blame Google, tighten up the content, maybe another audit, but that is the wrong diagnosis, because consumer spending is not dropping. People are still searching, they are still buying, they are just doing it through a channel that most Shopify stores are completely invisible to. And by invisible, I don't mean hard to find, I mean actively filtered out. Here is what is actually happening. When someone types a product question into ChatGPT, Gemini or Perplexity, what is the best magnesium supplement for sleep? Which running shoes are good for flat feet? Find me a natural deodorant that actually works. They are not getting 10 blue links back. They are getting a recommendation, a single answer, sometimes with 2 or 3 alternatives, a trusted verdict. And that verdict comes from an AI agent that has already done the research. It has already visited product pages, parsed technical data, checked availability, read reviews, and compared prices. And then it made a decision on behalf of the consumer. The consumer never actually saw their search results. They never clicked through. They just got an answer and they trusted it. Now, here is the problem. That AI agent is not reading your Shopify store the way Google crawls it. It is not looking for keywords. It is not scoring your meta description. It is operating on a completely different protocol. It is asking 3 questions very fast. Can I verify what is this product actually about? Can I confirm the price and availability right now? Do real humans trust this? If the answer to any of those 3 questions is I cannot confirm this, the agent moves on. Your competitor gets the recommendation. You never find out it happened. The shift we are living through is the difference between keyword optimization and entity graphing, and it is not a subtle distinction. Keyword optimization is what most of the SEO industry was built in. You find the phrases people type into Google, you put those phrases into your title tags, your H1s, your product descriptions. You get ranked. Traffic comes in. That model worked because the machine reading your page was looking for text patterns, keywords, density, relevant signals. Entity graphing is how AI agents operate. Instead of reading text patterns, they are building a structured map of things, properties, and relationships. Not this page contains the word magnesium supplement, but this product is a magnesium glycinate capsule made by this manufacturer, priced at this amount with these verified customer ratings, available in this quantity, shipped within this time frame. It is the difference between a wall of text and a machine-readable data record. And the brutal truth is this: most Shopify product pages are walls of text. Well-written walls of text often. Beautiful walls of text sometimes. But walls of text that an AI agent cannot process as structured data. So it skips them. Not because the product is bad, but because the data format is wrong. Let me make this concrete. There is a set of standards called schema markup, specifically for e-commerce. 3 types matter right now. Product schema tells AI agents exactly what the product is. Its name, brand, description, SKU, and category in structured, machine-readable format. Offer schema covers real-time price, currency, availability status, shipping costs, seller information. This is how an agent confirms a purchase is actually possible before recommending it. Aggregate rating schema is the verified social proof signal. Star rating, number of reviews. This is what the agent is using to assess the consumer trust. Without all 3 of these implemented correctly on every single product detail page, an AI agent cannot do its job. It cannot verify the product. It cannot confirm the offer. It cannot validate the trust signals. And agents are not patient. They do not wait for a slow-loading JavaScript page to render. They do not guess on what your product costs because your price is embedded in a dynamic component. They need structured data delivered cleanly in a format they already understand. This is what the industry is starting to call the Universal Commerce Protocol. The baseline your product catalog needs to meet before any AI agent will route a buyer to you. Here is the thing about this problem. It is almost impossible to detect by looking at your own store. You visit your own product pages, they look fine, the prices are there, the reviews are there. You can see everything, but what you are seeing is the rendered page, what a browser turns your code into so that the humans can see. What an AI agent is seeing is the raw underlying data structure, and those two things are very different. You could have perfect product photography, 500 5-star reviews, a 4.9 rating, and if your aggregating rating schema is absent, or your offer schema is pulling a cached price, or your product schema is inconsistent across variants, an AI agent cannot confirm any of it. It is like having a beautifully designed physical store locked inside a building with no address on the front. Consumers want to get in, the delivery drivers just cannot find you. Now, knowing whether your catalog has this problem is not something you can figure out by looking at it. You need to test it against the actual protocols, the actual signals that AI agents evaluate. That is exactly why we built the AEO and ACP readiness module inside
e-commerce-benchmark.ai.
You enter any Shopify store URL. It does not have to be yours. You can check a competitor too. Within seconds, the engine runs a structured audit. It evaluates what percentage of your product pages have complete schema implementation. It shows how often your brand appears in AI-generated answers versus category leaders. And it gives you an ACP readiness score, a composite rating against the protocols that AI agents actually use. This is not a vanity scorecard. Every flag in the report is a specific thing that is preventing an AI agent from recommending your products right now. And you can see exactly how you compare to the brands in your category that are already showing up in ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity answers. For brands that get their score back and realize the gap is significant, and most will, the question becomes, how do you fix this at scale? Because the issue is not 1 or 2 product pages. For most Shopify stores in the 5 to 50 million revenue range, this is hundreds or thousands of product detail pages, many of them with inconsistent schema, missing offer data, or completely absent structured markup. You cannot fix that manually. It takes too long, and by the time you are done, the catalog has changed again. The Nexus platform was built to solve exactly this. It deploys an autonomous agent readiness layer. It reads your existing Shopify catalog, identifies every schema gap, and aligns your site architecture with the protocols the AI era runs on. And that without touching your existing stack, without a dev sprint. It is the difference between hoping AI agents will find you and making yourself structurally impossible to be ignored. The consumer behavior shift is already happening. It is not coming, it is here. The brands that are appearing in AI-generated recommendations right now are not necessarily the best brands in their category. They are the best formatted. They made themselves machine-readable first. That is actually good news, because it means this is a fixable technical problem, not a brand problem, not a budget problem, not a product problem. Start with the audit.
Go to e-commerce-benchmark.ai.
Enter your URL and get your AEO readiness score. It is free, it takes under a minute, and it will show you exactly where the gaps are. If the score is what most scores look like, go fix it before your competitors do. Search is not dying, it is migrating. The only question is whether your catalog migrated with it. And guess what? If you like this episode and if you want more insights about how to level up your e-commerce store, subscribe, because I'll be there again next week.